And we are in Lola's room here, Crystal Ballroom, with Hozier. So good to see you. I have to say, first of all, Grammy Awards, Sunday night.
Yeah.
You and Annie Lennox, people are still talking about that performance. I think that was definitely the highlight for me. What was that like for you? Because like, if we're all stunned at the amazingness of it, it had to be something of a pinch me moment for you too. She's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Annie Lennox is, she's a true legend, and I was just thrilled. It was an honour for me to not only play at the Grammys, but to be playing with Annie Lennox was super. She was, she's such a sweet person too. She was very encouraging and very supportive, and yeah, it was a bit of a pinch me moment. I was thrilled. Yeah, it was thrilling.
How did that even happen?
It was sent on from. It was an idea of the Grammy producer Ken Elric, who kind of had an idea to to be one of the, I suppose, collaborations on the night, or one of the kind of duo performances. And I met Annie as soon as I landed in LA, and we just chatted it out and made sure that we were both comfortable with it, and it was something that worked for us and worked musically and thematically and stuff. So yeah, and then we just jammed it out. And
any talk of collaborating on anything else in the future? A tour, a song?
Not yet. No, certainly not. But we'll see. Yeah, you never know. Like you kind of cross paths with fantastic artists all the time in this business, and I would love to. Obviously, you never know.
I love hearing the stories behind songs, especially like the hit songs you hear every day, and you just like still like sing along with every time you hear them. Do you remember where you were when you first got the idea for Take Me to Church, or the moment the inspiration struck?
Yeah, I mean, it was the inspiration for that was slow coming, I think. It was a few lyrical ideas and kind of maybe visual ideas that were kind of being jotted down bit by bit over the course of a year before the song was actually finally written and demoed. Some of them chorus lyrics, some of them verse lyrics, and then it was when I sat down in like early 2013 just at a piano, and everything just kind of fell into one place when I had a chorus for it.
It's got to be somewhat surreal to have a song that turns into such a big phenomenon. There's been so many covers of it. I just saw a video this week of this Russian ballet dancer performing to it.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen it?
Yeah, it's directed by David LaChapelle. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Stunning.
Yeah, stunning piece of work.
What has been your favorite, either cover or, I guess, cover of your song that you've seen out there on the internet?
That would be one. I think for me. There was a group of, like an a cappella group, who did a fantastic arrangement for a show called The Sing Off. Hopefully I'm going to meet those guys in Nashville actually. But for me, I think if creating something that inspires somebody to create with it, or create something that is inspired from it, that's the nature of music. That's the nature of art for me, and that's the nature of. Like to be able, that's a huge honor. So something like that, the ballet performance, directed by David LaChapelle, to know in some small way that you've contributed to somebody else's, to a piece of work as beautiful as that, that's a huge honor. That's a joy, and yeah, that's a big deal for me.
Are you one of those artists that's always creating, that just finds inspiration everywhere and just is always writing? Or are you more an under pressure kind of writer, that you've got a deadline and you got to get stuff done?
I think, yeah, sometimes. I mean, I have ideas coming all the time. Being on tour, it's hard, it's hectic, so I keep a guitar with me anywhere I can, and just sometimes, you're doing something mundane and you have a nice idea. But sometimes the difference between an idea and a song is a deadline. So, certainly the deadline helps, but I will be on tour until February of this, and this time next year I'll be living out of a suitcase essentially. So it's very, very hard to find that time to write. So at the minute I'm trying to get ideas kind of going, and I'm cooking all the time. When I'll have meaningful time to get into the studio and work on those, I'm not sure, but I'm looking forward to it.
What was the most interesting song idea you've had recently? And maybe it's not going to even turn into a song, but it's an interesting idea, something you'd like to toy with a little bit.
Interesting song idea. I'd love to do a bit more with look into kind of choral arrangements and stuff like that. I know that's not that doesn't sound too interesting, but I'm still obsessed with kind of Lomax recordings, Alan Lomax recordings. I still love listening to Oldfield recordings, shout songs, work songs. A group called the Macintosh County Shouters I just discovered recently enough. I don't know. I've loads of little ideas and stories that come and go through your head. So one is like, and some of them are just, I'd love to release them as just offerings. It's just like new little songs. Because for me, even making music that people can sing and learn for themselves, and I love that idea. One interesting one, I don't know, not interesting idea for a song. One was like the story of a dude who, has a lover, but the devil keeps ringing him, trying to swap places with him because he owes something to the devil, and the devil's like, here, your girlfriend, she's lovely, how about we swap places? You take over the position of being the devil. And he says no, F that, like, warm up your oven, I'll be down in a minute. Like, you can, because he figures the only way he could tolerate existing as a devil is if he was able to come home to his lover every day and tell her about it. So he figures, no, I'm not trading places, so warm it up, I'll be down.
Ooh, I like it. That's a song I want to hear. I do. That sounds really awesome. So the next single, I understand, is going to be Work Song. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Work Song was kind of, it would be one of my, like, not that I have favorites, but I have a soft spot for Work Song. I think I wanted to, I suppose, in many ways capture a lot of my influences with kind of gospel songs and work songs too, like shout songs, and that's why it's just called Work Song. And it's just, I guess it's I could cite a lot of influences for it, but I just wanted to tell that story in that way and capture the feeling that I got when I listened to that type of music, and kind of tell a story of I suppose, love and loss, and I suppose so that it's a bit open-ended, so you are left to wonder, what position this person is singing the song from. Are they, is it of a past tense love, or is it of something that they're waiting to reconnect with, or what happened to this lover and why this person is, I suppose, having to sing this song while working.
Your music definitely inspires a lot of thought and speculation. That's one of the things I appreciate about it. So thank you.
Cool. Thank you
for
very
that.
much.
And thank you for chatting with us. I hope you enjoy the show tonight. Are you enjoying Portland so far?
I am. Actually, I love coming to Portland. I have to say, there's no two ways about it. So I headed to Powell's yesterday, picked up a few books, and I kind of got around to just to spend time in the city and see a few kind of bars and restaurants and stuff. And
there's like 3 boxes of Voodoo Donuts awaiting you upstairs. I gotta let you get to it. Thank you.
Thank you.